Make America great again.
What's going on now?
I mean, like, so what time was he trying to go back to? And when?
And all this kind of shit. But if black people would have listened to Trump, if they would have listened to him and that wall would have went up, it would have been a difference. So I think black people now is seeing the positions he held and seeing how it looks now on the Democrat side where they're allowing it. I think they second guessing it. And plus, black niggas understand struggle. So if you see that he haven't been charged with nothing, but they pulling him off the ballot. Like it's no criminal charges for none of that shit. They looking at the January 6th shit. That's some shit that typically had happened to black men in America. But you seeing it happen to everybody else now. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit of relatability when I think of it.
Okay, thank you. I see Trigger. I know you got something to say. You put your Black Lives Matter hat on.
Yes, I am an avid Black Lives Matter supporter.
We know.
Wait, did you watch the video? Are you for Trump?
No, that's what I was about to say. Let me say, like, I am an avid Black Lives Matter supporter of the movement, not the organization, because I think some of the organization went left, but the movement from the beginning has always been talking about how Black Lives Matter in a country where most people do not believe that this is true. And they show it by their actions and their perceptions of us. But yeah, as a Black Lives Matter supporter,
hey, we talking about Trump. We ain't talking about that shit.
I do not support Trump. And I think what it is, though, it's just the lack of good options. We don't have good options. You know, the Democratic Party, we're going to have to, put Biden in again because that's the way the presidential system is set up. Like, we can't get another Democratic candidate outside of Biden. And Biden hasn't really done much. So it's just a lack of options that people are going back towards Trump. I think that's it. I mean, it's just like the lesser of 2 or 3 or 4 evils. It's just lack of good options. All these old people about to fall over who's out there in power, and we don't have any good representation that we could really put our faith in. It's like it's no good option. So they're just going with, I guess, the person who has the most pride behind it and who's super ready and who it feels like a lot of people are still leaning toward. And that's why they're going that way.
No, y'all can't look.
You shouldn't be able to vote.
Okay, somebody gotta call it. Look, ma'am, what the fuck are you talking about?
Thank you.
You didn't even answer a goddamn question. You were so busy to put on that damn dirt ass hat that you didn't. And it's crazy.
What question didn't I answer?
That's why.
Huh?
You asked a question to you.
Listen, man.
You said, do I support Trump? I said, no, I don't support Trump.
That wasn't the question.
We know. You know why? Because women never pick the right fucking nigga, okay?
Wait.
Your ex-boyfriend with the wrong nigga. You pick Joe Biden, and goddamn me, your mama pick your daddy. All right, stop it.
Let me ask her a question.
I'm sick of this shit. They let Kamala, ugly, she not even black, nowhere near black. She wore Tim's one time in her life. Y'all voted for her.
Now she an AKA though. Put some respect on her name. She went to HBCU. Put some respect on her name.
For next time,
a long night. Wait, I have a question. Let's just ask her this, because I think sometimes people just be voting for people and they don't know. Why are you voting? Why are you going for Biden, Trigger?
That's what I'm saying. Biden is not a good looking candidate right now. Like, he hasn't done much. But what other options do we have?
So if you're,
I would rather not vote than vote for Trump. So why do you hate Trump? So why do you hate Trump? I don't hate him, but I do not think he's a good leader of the whole country. I think he's immature. He's very unpredictable. We don't know where we're going to go with him at the reins, but it's nigga, no other options.
Up, nigga. That's where we're going to go up, nigga. I had more money in my pockets when he was the president.
Yeah, but
y'all got to stop.
So much stuff. It was, I don't know. It was lies he told.
All presidents lie.
Y'all got to stop voting for selfish reasons. Okay? Do I think Donald Trump?
But no, I don't hate anyone. So,
No, I don't.
Right.
Well, what Donald Trump did look out, he did look out for the Americans. Okay?
Make America great again.
What's going on now?
I mean, like, so what time was he trying to go back to? And when did that
The
look
best time
positive?
in America, honestly, was before women started breaking up their families,
Oh, before they got the right to vote.
and before women start breaking up their families. So
Y'all sound so regressive, bro.
and
I'm
so-
gonna opt out of this. I just signed my company's social media policy. I'm gonna opt out of this conversation.
Y'all be so mad. Y'all kill me. Y'all don't see how horrible
see what
y'all
I'm
sound.
saying?
Y'all be
you
like,
see how these
we
women
went
don't
left when women
see how
got
she ever
right.
talk?
Do
See how
y'all
she
not
keep
hear
talking?
how y'all sound? Like, what?
I can tell that you don't have a man in the household with you because you're unruly.
I do. I just moved out of my parents' house, but my parents have been together,
You said you
over
just moved
30
to your
years.
parents' house?
And
You went to your
yeah, I
mama?
was, mhm.
Ain't
I
you
was
38?
saving,
Kick
I
off.
was saving money and living with my parents who are still together and have been together. And I see a great man all the time. My dad, as a
Your
role
dad
model.
probably is an enabler. He hasn't taken control of what you're supposed to be doing. You know,
to be living.
the thing about it is that it's so unfortunate because the country was thriving. It was on its way. And we had some uncomfortable moments. And he only had 4 years, but he accomplished more in 4 years than Obama did in 8. And it's unfortunate because he renegotiated the North American Free Trade Agreement, which allowed for America to compete. Even the things that Biden is benefiting from now, as far as the semiconductor chips and the plants that's being manufactured, that's being built in order for Americans to be able to work there, that happened. And that was incentivized under the Trump agreement, especially considering that he started to have the tariff war over with China, understanding that no president before him had started to really start putting the reins on these different countries, as far as the thing that Bill Clinton had set in place way before, that then not only led to the recession as far as the housing crisis, but it also allowed for companies to be able to sell off, and then for America not to have to produce anything from here because we became an overly financed country instead of a manufacturing company. And so he allowed for companies to take all of their manufacturing offshore, while also allowing for places like China to do business here, and Japanese companies to do business here. While if we went over to China, we had to partner with a major company over there for them to be able to steal our intellectual property. And so it's too much for me to break down as far as the benefits that came along with how Trump managed this entire country. And then they leveraged the pandemic and all of these different states and these governors in order to distract y'all with these stupid issues like Black Lives Matter, that then set y'all up for y'all to fuck up y'all homes and have inflation at a record high. And now y'all complaining that y'all can't even afford milk every day because y'all really didn't pay attention to the finesse. And now they letting immigrants into the country, and then they enabling them to be able to get jobs, and then also going to allow for them to be able to vote. That then created another voter block for y'all to keep these same people in office that ain't doing nothing for y'all. And it's unfortunate because y'all just operating off y'all emotions. And when they ask you, why didn't you like him? You don't even have a reason. As a matter of fact, not only do you not have a reason, but you fucked with him before he even became president, because all Black people was looking to take pictures with him and then have him on the cover of their photos and all of this and these photo ops before he even became president. But then they created this narrative which shows that y'all so overly emotional. It's easy for y'all to get finessed, and they played on your emotions, and then they gave y'all protests, and they said Black Lives Matters, and then all of these women for this organization finessed y'all, stole y'all money, put their homegirls on, put their homeboys on, even got security guards that ain't even Black, and y'all bought all of their fucking t-shirts, and then y'all sold out y'all country. And then Biden did what Trump was supposed to do in the first place, and they gave Kamala Harris the opportunity as the border czar in order to make sure that we cut off the immigrants, and she let more fucking people into the country than ever before. And this is the thing that y'all are leaning into. You lean into your emotions, which means that you need leadership. You need leadership. And leadership is the thing that you don't have. It is the thing that even fundamentally in the Bible that God told you not even to get on the fucking pulpit, because you don't have any control over your emotions, and you need to be regulated. And that's why they have you cover to cover when you get married, and you're supposed to find a man, you're supposed to align yourself with men, and your father walk you down the aisle to give you over to your husband because you need leadership. That's why they call a man a groom at the wedding, because he's supposed to continue to groom you. He's supposed to continue to take you to where you're supposed to go and give you direction. That's why they say that you will help me. Y'all need leadership. It's not for you to decide, it's for you to follow. That's what your version of leadership is. You're a great follower. I need to take them hats off.
But see, the problem is, Anton, is soon as she said she stayed with her mom and her daddy, she don't even deserve the right to fucking vote.
Right.
Because she stayed with her mom and her daddy, she don't even deserve the right to fucking vote.
Right.
Because she ain't got no skin in the fucking game.
In this economy, to save money, I think people should do more familial communal living. I think it's smarter.
Okay, but
But that's besides the point. That's besides
what
the
I'm saying
point.
to you now.
I will
Because you
honestly
don't-
say I
Okay.
don't have like a good argument construction on my end because I'm like I don't know a lot about the presidency.
Okay, well,
the
hold
whole
on,
time
hold on.
Trump was
Stop
there,
talking,
and
stop talking then.
but
Stop
I
talking and
but I
listen.
listen to
If
people
you
who are
stop talking
experts.
and listen, then this is what I'm saying to you. I understand where you got your views because you stand with somebody else is taking care of you. You don't got skin in the game. These policies ain't affecting you. So, like, if you really get to the point where they affect you, then you'll start understanding what black people is starting to see now is from the political position that they're in, they're seeing stuff affects them. And that's it. So we got to take our feelings out of it. And instead of saying, I don't like somebody, I want one black person to say, these are the policies that this man got that I disagree
can't call out.
Hey, and this the problem. All the racist shit Joe Biden has said, from you ain't black if you don't vote Democrat, from black people is in the jungle, what he said in like the 80s. Like, you really got this guy.
Yeah, I don't stand behind much of what that senile old man says. However, I will always lean toward Democrat more than Republican because of a lot of it.
Hey, talk about dick and pussy, because she, you know what I'm saying? I hate to see her resume because it got dicks all over. That's all she good about. That's the only thing she can talk about is dicks. Crazy.
She say she a virgin.
No, she's a virgin though. She's a virgin, Logic.
But you a virgin?
Yeah, ain't no nigga believe in her yet. Ain't no nigga believe in her yet.
No.
Yeah, I want to study it and know it more before I go into this conversation in depth. But I will say this: just look at this dude's following. Like, he incited racists. He incited the KKK. Like, that's not something to ignore. That's not something to turn a blind eye to. The KKK, like, that's not something to ignore. That's not something to turn a blind eye to.
Because R. Kelly was a bad person don't mean he ain't make great music, okay? So
we're not about to compare them.
Grabbing about a pussy. He's a great leader for the country, though. And the reason you at home with your mama now because of the president you picked got the inflation through the fucking roof. My kids gotta drink, eat cereal with motherfucking forks so we can save the milk around this motherfucker. You talking about you don't like a nigga attitude? That's me.